I got drunk last Wednesday. I bought a ticket to Stockholm, Sweden to crash in on my old boss's, owner of Booze Brothers and Vistas, trip, Donnie Firth, one of my good buddies. They're going to go to Estonia and Finland. And I recruited another buddy. Not only was I not invited, but I brought a friend. And we were going to go to Berlin and Czech Republic. And we learned really fast that Berlin is a lot more expensive than Prague. Do you recommend any good beer drinking cities that are affordable? Because I didn't know. I thought everything was the same, like a typical ignorant person, American. But it's a lot kind of like America. You know, there's expensive states and there's cheaper states. And we are going to stay in Prague the majority of the trip because I heard it's beautiful and you can get a liter of beer for about $1.75 American.
I would like to, before you go to Prague, I would like to apologize
I'm writing this down.
on behalf of the British people for the Brits that you're going to meet in Prague.
Okay.
Because it's kind of known as the place where you go for the beer weekend. People buy these flights from London for like £5-10, super cheap. They fly them to Prague. They then drink this super cheap beer, make asses of themselves, and then fly back. Not to stereotype, but that's what you're going to see.
We've got a pretty crazy terrace rooftop. We're not staying in hostels. We're too old. I'm 37. The guy who I'm going with, he makes a ton of money. He's a executive. I don't know if he's an executive, but he works for NBC in LA. He's one of my few friends that makes an insane amount of money. And we have our own terrace rented out in
that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. In Praha 1. So from my understanding, Prague is one of the best cities because it's badass. The Nazis occupied it early, so they never bombed it. So everything's original. It was never built back. It's way more affordable than Berlin, even just from Airbnb standpoint, because it seems like everybody in Prague, not everybody, but everybody on the street, at least every street you look at, people rent out their houses as Airbnbs. So we were particular because we want our own place and we want our own bedrooms, 2 beds, 2 baths. That's the big thing. Everyone's got the Wi-Fi, the kitchen. Nobody needs more than 1 bathroom when you're on vacation.
Right.
That's fine. But I think in Prague, which is way smaller than Berlin, if you type in that criteria, 2 bed, 2 bath, I think there was 500 places that showed up. And in Berlin, there was less than 100. And Berlin's a way bigger city. And it's more expensive. Just to drink and transportation and food and stuff like that. So do you have any recommendations of Poland, or am I kind of stereotyping? I figure everybody from England just goes to every country every weekend and knows everything.
Yeah, I have not been pretty much anywhere in Eastern Europe at all. So I've never been to Prague, which is crazy.
You've never been?
Or Poland. No. I mean, I've been to Germany, but I haven't been to Berlin either.
You've been to Munich?
Yes, I've been to Munich. I've been to Stuttgart. They have a equivalent to Oktoberfest in Stuttgart called Volksfest, which is just the same sort of thing. I mean, these things are insane. They just have these massive beer tents. And you sit there and they have sort of like local celebrities coming in and the costumes, and you go up on the table doing the beer song. And then they have all these fairground rides. So you go on these fairground rides. I went on this thing called the Transformer.
Okay.
And they were trying to attract people to come onto it because it was quiet. So they had us on this thing and it spins you around super, super fast for 12 minutes. 12 minutes without stopping on this ride. And I'd had 4 liters of beer just before getting on.
You were going to recreate the scene from the Sandlot when they try to eat chewing tobacco. That's funny.
Yeah, that was the end of my day.